Welcome to Coding Literacy Flags 38 of 40, Scratch Part 10, Scratch for English. We'll be looking at haiku poems, an old Japanese form of poetry. They've got 3 lines. The first line's 3 syllables, the second line's 5 syllables, and the third line's 3 syllables. So let's get started. So first of all, let's fire up Scratch. So first of all, what we're going to do is design some variable lists so we can use our poetry. So if we go to data and create a new list, and we should call this one sad line 1 and 3. This lines 1 and 3 in haiku poetry, they have 3 syllables, so we use the same kind of phrases, and we can start adding to that. So if I add to my list, I could add my first 3 syllable words, such, silence could be an example of one. If we add another one, hope is gone, okay, and so on and so forth. So we've got here never ends, loneliness, it's just wrong, devastation, all this grey, scared people. So there's my line 1 and 3 of the haiku poem. I need a line 2 which has got 5 syllables, so I'm going to create a new list and call this one sad line 2. Okay, let's put some 5 syllable phrases in there, and we can start over here, add our first phrase, and we should call some, or put some like, what are we doing? Add another phrase, it makes me angry. Okay, and so on and so forth. Why is it so hard? Will we ever learn? It's bare and barren, no birds are flying. Why has this happened? All this sadness, why? So they're 5 syllable phrases. Okay, let's get the poetry happening randomly. Okay, if I was to use the say and then go to data and choose the item from that from the list, so from list 2, if I was to click on that, item 1, it would say what are we doing. List 2, what are we doing, is right there. If I was to choose the last item and say something, let's say all this sadness, why? And that's how it happens. Okay, what we need to do now is create the lines, and I want to choose a random, so randomly choose those lines, and I'm going to replicate that once for line 1, and another time, oops, separate those, another time for line 3. So randomly choose the sad one, lines 1 and 2 from the line 1 and 2 list, and that goes to the sad line 2, and the third line chooses from the same list, lines 1 and 3, and that should get our poetry happening. Devastation, what are we doing, scared people. If I was to run it again, it'll be different. Never ends, no birds are flying, loneliness. So it's happening. Okay, so what I'm going to do is create an environment now. So let's get rid of those lists from showing. And I don't want a cat, I want a different person, so I'm going to choose a different sprite. So if I go to my sprite collection, I'm going to choose Alec as my sprite and use her instead. Now Alec has no script, but the cat does, and I don't want the cat, so if I click on the cat, there's a script there. What I can do is grab the script and put it over Alec, and she should get a copy of it. There it is. Now get rid of the cat, and we use Alec, put Alec location, and I just remember that location. Under motion, the location is the XY, so upon starting I want Alec to be at that location. So far this is how it works. If I just click on the flag, she starts her poetry, haiku poetry, in the negative. Good, that part's working. Okay, I want another character now to talk about the poetry in the positive. So I create a new sprite, and I choose a different person, and I might choose, let's have a look, Devon. Devon's the person I've chosen. I'll have Devon over here. Now, I just need to get Devon's location before I do anything else. Devon's location is right there. Now, Devon's going to say virtually the same type of thing that Alex says, but in a positive. So we grab all that sprite, all that snap block, and copy it over to Devon, and he should get a copy of it across his. There it is. It says there. Okay, obviously the location changes. Now I wanted to say positive stuff. So I need to create a new list, a positive list. I've got a data, I create a new list and call this one happy line 1 and 3. I could design a totally new list for Devon. Okay, let's get started. So here's the happy line 1 and 3 of the Haiku poem that Devon will be using. 3 syllable lines. Wonderment, such beauty, big clean roads, festivals, kids playing, flower scents, together, traffic buzz. Okay, we need a line 2 for Devon, so we create a new list. We should call this one happy line 2. These need to be 5 syllable words. Okay, let's get started with our list. So we've got here, people are really smart, walking side by side, people all around, family playing, donut scented air, glittery street lights, joggers everywhere, loud singing buskers. So if I was to click on this, it's going to make a happy Hindu poem. Let's do it again. Oh, I've got a sad one. Oh, sorry, I forgot to change it. I've got to change these lines to happy lines. Happy line 3, 1 and 3, happy line 1 and 3, and happy line 2. Okay, let's try it again. Traffic buzz, people are really smart, festivals. Let's do it again. Another happy haiku poem. Okay, and there we go. Right, so let's just tidy this up a bit. Let's make it a little bit more interesting. First of all, with Alec, the costumes, I need to get him facing the other way around, so I need to put a line around there and flip him over, because he needs to be facing, well, that's Devon, he needs to be facing Alec. So flip it around, same here, flip it around, and the other costume, flip it around. So now they're facing. Good. I might just drop him down a little bit actually. So if I drop him down a little bit, the X and Y changes. Let's get the new location. Right, so let's just tidy that up a bit now. Now I want to change the backdrop for Alec. Choose a backdrop, an outdoor one, and let's choose something that matches her poetry, and we should choose village. There we go, that's her backdrop. And I'll put another backdrop in there. Actually I don't need this one, so let's get rid of this one here. Another backdrop for Alec, and his backdrop is a little bit more positive. Let's just choose outdoor, and let's just choose, should we choose metro. There we go, that's Alec's backdrop. Good. We'll need to drop down any further. It'll be there. So if I go back to the script, again change the location. Right, now we're going to have Alec converse with Devon, and we're going to have a change in environment, so that's what we're aiming for. Okay, let's get started on that. So when the game starts, we don't want to see Alec, so upon the flag starting, Alec needs to be hidden. So hide Alec. Let's go to Devon. Let's go to Alec now. Okay, with Alec, when the game starts, we shall get her to start talking. So when the game starts for Alec, we need to start talking to we need to broadcast over to Devon. So to do that, we need to go to broadcast and put a new message in there saying something like your turn, and then when Devon receives your turn, he'll start talking. That's how it works. Let's try it out now. Actually, when he receives it, we need to see him, because we won't be able to see him. So see him, and then he can start talking. Right, start the game. There's Alex with a negative haiku poem. Hope is gone. And then switch over to Devon. Big clean roads, loud singing buskers, festivals. Now he's a lot more positive. Okay, let's tidy up a bit further. Let's go back to Alec and fix up that script from that end. Actually, I decided what I'm going to do is have Evan broadcast back. Devon broadcast back to Alec. So let's go back to broadcasts, and let's create a new one. And you want to be back to you. So back to you. Now when Alec picks up back to you, she'll start her bit when I receive back to you. Okay, which means upon start, what we need to do here is get that activated. So what we need to do is broadcast from the start. Let's have a look. Broadcast back to you. So from there it goes straight to here. And then we need to hide her, but we need to show it in the beginning. So we need to show her there. And then when she's finished, before broadcasting, she needs to hide. And the same thing would apply to Alec. When he's finished broadcasting, then he would have to hide as well. Hide. So it works back and forth. It's just wrong. Why has this happened? Such silence, such beauty. Glittery street lights, such beauty. Scared people, so going back and forth to each other. Okay, what we do there is change the environments as well as we go along. Okay, with Devon, what we need to do is switch the backdrop to Metro. So switch backdrop to Metro. But with Alec, we need to switch the backdrop to Village. Switch backdrop to Village. There we go. Let's start the program now. See what happens now. Run the program. So the village, and her negative haiku poem is created randomly. We'll switch over to Metro, and a positive haiku poem is created, and back and forth. Okay. Now we'll play with the costume as well. So what I'm going to do is, after the village, I might just switch over the costume. So switch costume to, I know the costume, which one should we choose? Okay, costume B. Okay, so if we go back to the script, we can change to costume B, and then she can finish on a costume change bit down here. So costume change to A. So switch costume change to A. So we have her animated as well. So if we run the script, there she is thinking, and then she finishes off with a costume change. Oops, it's a bit too fast. I have to slow that down a bit. So let's just put a wait in there. There's a wait for 1 second, and let's just run it now. Let's see the costume changes. So there she is, the costume B, and then Alex switches over to costume A, and then Devon starts. Let's do some costume changes for Devon. So Devon has the following costumes. Costume, what's that? Costume A. I'm not finishing off with that, but it may switch to costume B for the conversation. If I go to the script, I'll say right, switch to costume B. There we go, and he finishes off with switch to costume A. So here's a costume change. Okay, and there we go. That's basically it. We got a haiku poem. Got Alec here say the negative stuff about the environment. Got Devon here talking about the positive stuff about the environment. Got costume changes, and that's it. Well, thank you for watching.